Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Sacred Space for Shadow Love, and I'm your shadow sister. And this is a pickapile reading where we go into 3 different piles and also read every week. Sunday, this Goethe Faust story, and the series called Lost and Found Faust in Labyrinth. I have again draw new cards for this week. It's a special week because it's solar eclipse happening now on Sunday 21st, and tomorrow it's equinox. So it is really this kind of portal moment. I took here as extra deck of the scat pose, showing this kind of light and dark. It's always in the equinox that the light and dark is in balance. And for this reason, I think it's very magical time. And we're gonna do from this alchemy book a spread using these alchemy cards live today. The alchemical union spread. And this way, this is gonna be like a relationship reading, possible of polar opposites. But usually there is a big attraction, like it is said, there is this beautiful video once I saw about the solar eclipse, and it's like in solar eclipse the sun and the moon make love because they meet then. They are just magically meeting then. Otherwise they are like not meeting. So it's this kind of romantic encounter of polarities like sun and moon. And then yes, we have here the piles. Let me introduce them. So pile number 1, there is a path. This is your card of selection. The bottom of the deck of this Lisa Larker deck is Magician. I find it very fitting to today's alchemy reading. This is a root chakra pile. Red jasper is this, and we have here Dagaz rune. This is this week's Faust story. You're supposed to use your intuition now to select the pile. Whatever calls you, if all calls for you anyway, this is recorded reading and I'm gonna set timestamps so you can go to pile number 1, 2, and 3. With the timestamps, all watch every long reading now I make is about 1 hour usually. Pile number 2, we have here beginnings. Bottom of deck, Temperance Angel. Actually very fitting also this alchemy reading. This just bottom of deck shows a shadow aspect of this reading. Third eye chakra energy, Grey Aventurine, and then Sowilo rune. And your Faust card will be this. So these are my illustrations. I make every week new. Pile number 3, and this is a Halloween deck. Now we have here pile number 3. It's Will. Bottom of the deck is 6 of Swords. It's kind of eagle. Then we have here Sacral Chakra. This is Carnelian. Then Naudhiz rune. And then we have this False card. Follow intuition, whatever calls for you, that is for you. And during the reading, indeed, I will pick live these alchemical unicards here. There are 5. It's a 5 card spread. With the tarot cards, I will be making this kind of bridge between you and your person. So we see what is the connection between. If there's any other cards needed, I have this kind of verified deck here. And I have also current feelings of your person from here, and also Midnight Romance current feelings of your person. So that's about it. I get the pile number 1 ready for you. Welcome to your reading, pile number 1. I forgot to mention that we have also here Dennis on the table from Minecraft. But we have here Faust as a main story that we start. And we start with the Faust study chapter. And I'm reading all this first part. Let me look at the cards. You can look at this illustration. Faust entering with the poodle. Now I have left the fields and hills, where now the night's dark veil is spread. Night wakes our better part and fills our prescient soul with holy dread. The active turmoil leaves my mind, all wilder passions sleep and cease. Now I move to love mankind, to love God too, and I'm at peace. Stop running about, you poodle clown. Why are you snuffling there by the door? Go behind the stove. Keep still, lie down. You have my best cushion. I can do more. On that path down the hill you jumped and ran for our delectation, and that was fun. I will entertain you now if I can, as a welcome guest, but a silent one. Back in our little narrow cell we sit, the lamp glows soft and bright, and in our heart and mind as well self-knowledge sheds its kindly light. Reason once more begins to speak, and hope once more is blossoming. We long to find life's source, to seek life's fountainhead, to taste life's spring. Poodle, stop crawling, it does not agree with my high tone and my soul's sacred choice. Interrupted by your animal noise, we know what scorn and mockery uncomprehending man will pour on anything he has not heard before. The good, the beautiful, the true. Must dogs start muttering at it too? But now that deep contentment in my breast, alas, wells up no more, in spite of all my best endeavors. Oh, how soon the steam runs dry, and in what parching thirst again we lie. How often this has happened to me, and yet there is a remedy. We learn to seek a higher inspiration, a supernatural revelation, and where does this shine in its fullest glory? If not in that old gospel story. Here is the Greek text. I move to read its sacred words. I feel the need now to translate them true and clear into German tongue I hold so dear. Faust opens a volume and prepares to write. In the beginning was the word. Why now I'm stuck already? I must change that. How? Is then the word so great and high a thing? There is some other rendering, which with the Spirit's guidance I must find. We read, in the beginning was the mind. Before you write this first phrase, think again. Good sense eludes the over-hasty pen. Does mind set words in their creative course? It means, in the beginning was the force. So it should be, but as I write this too, some instinct warns me that it will not do. The Spirit speaks, I see how it must read, and boldly I write, in the beginning was the deed. If we are to share this room in peace, Poodle, this noise has to come to cease. This howling and barking has got to end. My invitation did not extend to so cacophonous a friend. In my study, I won't put up with it. One of us two will have to quit. I'm sorry that we must part, so the door stands open, you may go. But what is this I see? Can it be happening naturally? Is it real? Is it a dream or not? How long and broad my poodle has got. He heaves himself upright. This is no dog, if I trust my sight. What hobgoblin have I brought home somehow? He looks like a hippopotamus now, with fearsome jaws and fiery eyes. Aha! You'll get a surprise. With this hybrid half-brood of hell, King Solomon's key works very well. And that's it. That was it. So, interestingly, I didn't picture here the transformation of the poodle to hippopotamus, but this is a dog, a stray dog that the Faust brought home from the outside mountain walk. And now something is happening here. Anyway, this was interesting. Kind of peaceful text too. But anyway. The devil is a little bit hidden here. We will find out more about in the next chapters. But anyway. Now it was just a dog. Okay, let's see. We have here a bath. Root chakra, maybe we read soon. Kind of, I love the fact to see this kind of cat here. And the book open, because I draw the book closed. And I put there like a knife on top. It's almost like a Bible, because those were kind of like a gospel words. But there is this fact of writing here. Anyway, remind you, root chakra is always that the safety and security have to be maintained, and basic needs has to be met. And somehow, like, the Faust was giving the basic needs met for the stray dog that had no home, and it got home. But now it was like his need was the silence. He wanted peace, and this poodle start to disrupt like the normality that he has used to live a certain way. Now the poodle had some other plan to do. So I don't know. There is something about this. Maybe that whatever we see in this relationship alchemy, is it possible even that you have a new dog, or you are like living with a dog? But I mean, there is, or the relationship wise, there is something that you have to kind of like find this perfect harmony, perfect balance, how you work and when you are with the person. Like there is not this kind of constant need of attention. Anyway, this part is interesting. It's like going to another realm, kind of. He was doing with the mind. He was entering to this kind of another realm. And then he was like interrupted. Let's see these cards. So you have this kind of witch's oracle card here. We read in the end as advice. 28 spider patterns. There's some patterns to be noticed. Maybe relationship patterns. And then I have here also inner child healing cards, because I want to bring this kind of relationship. We soon have the alchemy cards, and then relationship also with the tarot cards. This is like the inner child, if they would be playing together, how they would be playing. So we have here a music playing. There is a poodle. there is a magician, because this is kind of like a magician in the workroom and the dog. And then there is a person with a dog and playing violin. So this is very disciplined boy playing music. And again, it's the same kind of thing, that he doesn't like that there is too much noise. Like the same issue was here with this devil dog. Like, why are you howling here? Like, I want to focus to write some translations here to these gospels, and you distract me. Oh, it's a cute dog anyway. But anyway, here is also mouth open. It's like maybe the dog has certain needs, but anyway, maybe it's even singing. Here it's almost like the dog sings and the boy plays. That they actually, yeah, this dog has just something to say, most likely. Okay, then the divine union is with this girl who has a mask a little bit. This is actually a poor girl in this couples. The dog, kind of like a countryside girl, let's say country girl, because it's like a poor, but like not like any clothes from like maybe not necessarily poor, but a girl who likes to wear second-hand shop clothes and like maybe cannot afford, but it's still like it's cute. It's cute with this look, but there's something with the mask, so maybe there is something with that music and mask. Okay, this is the dynamic. Maybe she has some thing that are hard to talk about, and then she's like pretending everything is okay. Okay, now we read this Dagaz. This is rune. This can tell something about what is coming. Often, if my readings are predictive, they can be like a 2-week notice. Anyway, you have selected this intuitively. It is element fire. It indicates that it's time to act. You are so close to the goal now. And Dagaz is daylight. Symbol is rainbow bridge, sunrise, and day. Awakening, certainty, enlightenment, completion, hope, and trust. And Tarot is connected to temperance and the star. Astro is sun in Sagittarius, moon in the 11th house, crescent moon, and moon. Dagaz means light or day can stand primary for midday and midsummer when the light is the strongest, because at this time of the day or year the power of light is most pronounced. And then Dagaz brings not only the message of awakening and clarity, but also of transformation. Dagaz has the awakening as a meaning, and with it begins a mystic time in which all opposites such as life and death or darkness and light become one. Wow, totally aligned with this solar eclipse. It's just a union moment, and we are going to look the alchemy union also this reading. Dagaz represents the balance between day and night and stands for the beginning of the day. Thinking and acting, and especially the insight that polarity and contradiction are necessary patterns of human thinking, are symbolized by it. The person seeking advice can look forward to a message, perhaps a new beginning, a new day. Beautiful. This was like pattern was here. I was talking about the pattern also here. Thinking and acting, and especially the insight that polarity and contradiction are necessary patterns of human thinking, are symbolized by this Dagaz. Okay, this is totally, if you wanna have a beautiful like a symbol, this looks really like a butterfly, but it also looks like indeed like polar opposites or time. Time is also connected to those polarities of life and death. It's really this. But this is time is now. There's something very important. This kind of portal is opening in your life. 8 is even infinity number here. It's really similar to this Dagaz. It's almost kind of like 8. So it's this repeating thing about really magical times ahead. Really magical time currently. Here is also 28. 8, 28. Let's see what other, but anyway, this is the couple energy already showing. So let's see where we go next. I think we go immediately to the alchemy spread. To put this aside a little bit. Maybe we look at it. How we have this space. To open this page here to check. So I can read a little bit about this spread that we are gonna do with this. Use this big stone. So maybe we can keep this card here. And I think this couple, they have to be showing. Maybe we do like this. They're on the top of this thing. Now this can be here. See a little bit my table is not completely good. This cloth, right? Okay. So we have here this. Now we start. So number one's alchemical union. So this is relationship spread. Is particularly helpful for revealing the dynamics between two people or parties. The anchor cards at the end of the arc represent each person. I'm gonna do this kind of form now. So you and them, your lesson, their lesson, and union. We're gonna do this. Pile number one. This is your current state, what you are bringing to a relationship. Pile number one. What you are bringing to the relationship. You. I put you on the left. This one. And your person, or them, their current state, what they are bringing to the relationship. Okay, this one. We have them here, coming closer. Then we have your lesson, the resistance of what must be learned in order for openness to flow between the two. It may be a hesitation, a negative thought form, or a resentment against of them or someone else from your past that prohibits you from showing up fully to the relationship. This lesson can really be some kind of resistance. And this is their lesson. This is not against this person, but teach them about this. It's simply information that it's used alchemically. And this will allow you to increase your compassion and patience for another human to create space for the truth between you. This kind of their truth. And then we have the union. And this card is the magnum opus of the relationship. It reveals the great work. Ui, my castings are free. It reveals the great work. Karmic force that pulses between the two. Think of it as the single image that emerges as a result of your knowing each other. Even if it's not the image desired, the alchemist will someday come to appreciate its wisdom. So this is now the higher powers. Let's see. We have here you. Ta-da. Okay, iron. Very Mars energy. This can be, of course, the person who looked this video can also be woman. This can be reversed also, but this is very masculine energy. This iron, very magnetic thing. Okay, how about your person? Okay, chaos. Interesting. I have to read this card for you, but I connect iron definitely to kind of planet Earth and the core of that. There's really this gravity. Or this thing, and the chaos is like much more like things swirling around. So let's see, this sounds already more like a earthbound, and this is like a spider web should be in this side, I guess. Something spidey here. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, da 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 da, Spider-Man. You know, here comes the Spider-Man. Anyway, so the chaos is here, iron is here. Now we have the lessons. Your lesson is blood. Okay, that's also important to have the blood, iron in the blood. That's actually very important. And then person. Now there is Earth's heart here. Go deep into the Earth here. If this was a little bit like a material in the planet Earth, here we have also, but there is this romantic rose coming from here. Wow, hearts. Earth's heart. And the union. Sulfur. Wow, what a red stuff. Interesting stuff. Interesting how this red and black in this union, they are coming really like these colors are kind of united. Because here is red rose. Wow, this is amazing. Like your rose in this side is of course connected to the blood, but your person have like a hidden rose. So it's almost like it's hiding this kind of passionate, bloody, like blood is usually really like the vitality. So whatever is happening with this chaos, maybe it's a bit like a robbing the ability of this rose to grow because the chaos is here. While this rose is much bigger. Then we have this sulfur here. Wow. Amazing. What a stuff. This is your Faust card in the middle. And there is a red here also, root chakra, very root chakra energy all the way here actually. What a interesting stuff. I'm gonna search these pages. Let's start reading first with the iron. So you are coming in this alchemy union. Ferrum, iron, magnetism, reliability, and Mars. Iron is a reliable metal that can withstand great pressure. Over the centuries, we have come to utilize this metal extensively, mixing with carbon to create the steel bridges, highways, and infrastructures that span across the globe. In alchemy, iron is associated with the planet Mars and shares its qualities of being strong, assertive, and potentially warlike. When the iron card appears, there is call to rely on the reliable. What truly supports you? What have you already built? Iron wells all the center of Earth, so when all else feels lost, go inward. There is a deep magnet there that pulls you toward what is steady and true. For the moment, put your words and weapons down and let yourself be held by the structure that is already in place. Wow, to ponder iron in our bloodstream, and the next thing of the lesson is that blood. Anyway, let's read then your person. It can be also you, but there is this chaos, is the polarity, this union. So, massa confusa, chaos, disoriented, spinning, groundedness. So this is very grounded energy, infrastructure, really, and this is like totally not that. When an alchemist sits in their laboratory amidst the presence of massa confusa, something miraculous is bound to occur. That's because this card, this state, is so powerful and all-encompassing that it typically overwhelms the student to the point of despair. Such is the nature of chaos. It is grand trickster, the topsy-turvy confusion that turns life on its head and spins a web not even the wisest mystic can untangle. Baffling, yes. Disorienting, yes. But the seasoned alchemists recognize it as the most potent point in the alchemical experiment. Wait, observe, do nothing. It is destiny itself that spins the web. Clarity will emerge one strand at a time. Your only task is to breathe, do not struggle. The 3 fates hold you in their sights as you freefall toward freedom. And to ponder, to look through the eye of a storm. Interesting. There is some kind of storm also with iron. Was there something to do with the... I remember one of my relatives said, like, when the flashes are hitting us, it's actually the ground that is calling for them. Like, it comes from the magnetism of the ground that it hits there. That creates this kind of like a lightning. It's like this is the ground that calls for the storm. Like, there is this kind of dynamic here, okay? Then we have blood and Earth's heart. This is the lesson between you two. It can increase compassion because you start to understand the other person's truth. So I saw immediately the size of the rose was different. I have heard this kind of, because this was like a butterfly, this kind of sentence, like a kids are like butterflies that they fly all in the different level. Like, they are all beautiful butterflies, and it's not like how high you fly that makes you like valuable. Like, the child is worthy already as a small, is always worthy. Like, there's not like when you're getting bigger you are getting worthier, or like a, yeah, even here you are worthy, or even if nobody see you, you're already worthy. There's something about this worthiness. Somebody feels like a bit like a lost maybe here underneath the ground, or somebody has... let's read about the blood, what that blood is. What kind of lesson is this? The pulse, physicality, the body. Have no fear of the blood card. It indicates a remembrance of the vital mammalian nature of our existence. Drop by drop, this sacred elixir reminds us that we are alive, not merely thinking beings, but being beings. When blood is the prima materia in the laboratory, the alchemist uses the physical body as a starting point, building a relationship to the container that houses the spirit. Through the limbs, the organs, the cells, we witness the miracle of life, one heartbeat at a time. It is very much connected to heart. Eventually, the alchemist naturally partakes in practices that support and nourishes blood's life-giving nature. We learn to honor and protect it. In alchemy, red is the color of vitality and radiance. With this card, you drop into the vital realm. Sing the body's praises. Singing body, okay? And this is the lesson to learn to understand kind of the presence of the pulse, and it brings vitality to whole reading. Like all other cards come to our life. Here, your person's lesson is depth, pulse, buried treasure. Interesting, you both have a kind of pulse. It is really like your maybe the magnetic energy, maybe because this is magnetic. There is something about your pulse of the blood. This is also red, but buried treasure. That's the lesson. Amidst our phenomenal scientific pursuits, we have yet to journey to the core of the earth. We can only suppose what is there. Such is the mystery of the Coverum Terra card. It is related to archetypal image of the cave and the 4th chakra located at the heart. This card appears when there is something blossoming deep within that requires our attention, our tending to. It could be a new love, a way of serving others, or an offering to the planet and its resources. In alchemical text, Coverum Terra roughly translates to Earth is the true heart. The journey of discovery will take you through many layers, slowly revealing her gifts. This is proof of Earth's longing to provide, to teach. You already felt the pulse of the Earth's heart. Now it's time to listen, to be a student of her wisdom. And the science tells us that the Earth's core is made of iron. If this card appears alone with the iron card, you can be sure the magnetic center is pulling you go in and in. And it is now on the opposite, it's on your partner side, is iron. There's definitely like a magnetism. You have even the same symbols here. It is just like connected to this kind of budding rose. There's this kind of love between you, and it shows this kind of like a symbolically this kind of like a increased vitality show in this kind of like a rose. It's connected to blood. There's definitely some heart is pumping blood. Good sign. There is something very magnetic here. Okay. And now the union is about the sulfur. So this is now the alchemical union. Couple pile number 1. Evaporation, up and out, both and. On an esoteric level, sulfur is the first of what is known in alchemy as tria prima, or the 3 primes, along with salt and mercury. It makes up a threefold phenomenon that symbolizes the uniting of soul, sulfur, body, of soul, sulfur, and body, salt, and mind, mercury. Okay, soul, body, and mind, sulfur, salt, and mercury. On a tactical level, sulfur, the soul, is responsible for both the off-putting smells and the therapeutic properties of a mineral bath. It soothes and it stings, literally. To understand sulfur is to embrace a both and mentality. Don't be discouraged if the meaning of this card seems to evaporate before your eyes. For now, keep in mind that what is gross contains beauty, and what is beautiful contains its own demise. Sulfur's job is to push the geyser up and out, dissipating the pressure. Don't be surprised if what appears to suck or stink soon becomes a great gift. Okay? And to ponder about the red lion. You could visit or look up the sulfur cauldron in Yellowstone National Park. That's the union. It's almost like you should go to some Iceland, Yellowstone, some hot baths together to relax. Envision what is geyser-like in your life right now, what needs to move up and out to be freed so it can evaporate. Yes, red lion even. Interesting, very interesting. There is a lot of, looks like there is a lot of like a kind of like a pressure cooker almost. It looks like this, like, okay, blood is pouring. So there's definitely some bodily felt union, alchemy union here. Interesting. Okay. Now the next thing we're gonna look is a tarot card, and this was just the bottom of the deck. Very magician-like. Now we look this kind of bridge between you and your person. And I read about the spider also. Okay. So, point 1, again, you, okay, there's 2 cards, and the person, and what is the bridge between you that unites you? There is something about this. Okay. You, wow, what a stuff. You, the person who looks this now, there is Emperor and the Lovers. Wow. So if this Mars, this was saying about structure, Emperor is exactly the one who is this kind of daddy figure. There is completely in your side this kind of masculine energy, because Mars, this is totally masculine energy, but then also there's Lovers. So very strong love power. Wow. And my favorite Red Riding Hood, of course, is here. Very fitting to these red cards. So Daddy Deer, and the Lovers is a wolf and a Red Riding Hood. Wow. Is here a wolf? What is here? Who is this person? Ah, Wheel of Fortune, a black cat. It was already showing at the bottom of the deck as a magician, but now this is a lucky person. Wheel of Fortune, somebody able to spin the wheel. Jupiter energy. Currently Jupiter is in Cancer, so it means the family and all this kind of compassion to the people is like increasingly now activated, this kind of Jupiter energy currently, but your person has this Jupiter is very Sagittarius energy also. Ruling planet of Sagittarius. Wow, Wheel of Fortune, Black Cat is here. Not wonder at all, there is this chaos and the Black Cat, wow, and the spider, like very mystical, beautiful stuff. Okay, what is the bridge then between you two? Three of Cups, okay, friendships. So you are united, like you have a very big cards. Actually, what I didn't say here is that you both have major arcana cards. That means a life path. You are on the life path. Your person is on this kind of lucky wheel, like really like a lucky moment in their life. Most like expansive energy, like something is now happening. Really like a really big time, like a lucky moment. Maybe that creates chaos. Like new things always feel like you don't know. You are like a trendsetter, or you are like a blazing like a path, like you're the one who go first. So what is this image here? Okay, queer board. I don't do that actually. This is something that when I learned to be psychic, my teacher was saying, don't do it. Don't do it, Kitty, because it can cause out some bad spirits, because you usually have your guardian angels, everybody around you, but this calls out some strangers. So I don't know what else about your person, but of course the lucky, expansive energy, this person is gonna definitely go out of the comfort zone, in the sense that there is maybe also some new people and new experiences. Like in this case, like my psychic teacher was saying, like don't use the queer board because it activates all kind of like a not friendly spirits. Here we have this chaos. But it's positive is anyway, but just note this. The queer board here, like that's not actually the most positive thing to do. Anyway, both are major arcana cards, so Lovers 6 and 4, they are like major arcana. So this is like they are very strong people, and then they have this kind of life event, minor arcana card between them. So they are needing friends that mediate. Somehow there is like a friends between them that connects them. The friends is the bridge. That's the like a rainbow bridge. Like the friendships can be talking about that they are friends. Also, that you are with your person a friend. Friendship is highlighted, like how to be the best friend. But of course, there can be other people connecting you too. But that is friendship is really here. Okay, maybe as we have the kitty deck here as a verified deck, maybe I verify this a little bit. Show me a little bit more. What's going on with your person? The lucky moment they are having. This kitty could perfectly play with the spider web also. It's very like a Wheel of Fortune shape as well. Kitty, 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 what are you doing? And what is happening in this side? Kitty has a Ten of Swords moment. This looks anyway upside down. I'm not gonna read upside. Maybe is some kind of like needing to rest. This could be an end of relationship also. That it's a little bit grieving something. Something has ended. And you have a Star. Wow. Again, Major Arcana card. So wow, this is such a like a healing card also, and dreaming card. Big dreamer, this lover here. This feels like a little bit like the cat has given its all, needs to rest. Can be really like a painful thing. Dark Night of the Soul also. I was just saying, don't play with the queer board. Something is happening here. Something to deal with the death. Deal with this kind of hard energy. They don't have so easy. Even this is a positive. This is together is a positive because it's a positive card. But this is a little bit pain and suffering here. So here is healing. I think this is a good match. Maybe I give another card still. This was such a dark energy. What else is going on here? And to balance this, let's see again this side. And then the bridge again in this verify card. Okay. Okay, so there is big words being said, there is big ideas, and even the Knight of Swords is somebody who is very ambitious. So there's something about the career that is very much about the words and swords and ideas. Really, this could be a person who speaks for the profession. It's like a speaker. It's really important to express vocally, express something. There's big words here. Maybe this is a sword energy too. It can be heavy. Maybe there's some kind of, can be even an argument situation that causes that you get stabbed, in the sense that there's a lot of like to deal with all kind of words. Sometimes some words can indeed hurt you. Okay, so this is just foresight, looking into future. Ships are coming in, like really hopeful for the future, I would say, with the Star card. Things are happening. This person is very hopeful for the future. And again, between you, and it is can be 3 cards, there is love. So this was verifying like the 3 of Cups, okay. Can be even a 3 person, like some people can interpret that there is 3 people in a relationship, so there is one too much, because there should be just 2 cups. This is usually friendship card anyway, but it's to say there is huge love here. Amazing this ace is here, because if you see aces on the table, it's completely like a magician cards. Like a magician is using aces, and if there is like a ever to verify yes or no answers, like does this person love me? If there is 1 ace on the table, it means yeah, maybe. If there's 2 aces on the table, it means yes. So there is definitely love here in this relationship. Let's read the spider now. This is your advice by number 1. I've been doing a long reading for you, but it's interesting cards. So, patterns, free will, self-expression. The most important significance of the spider is its association with the web of weird and the dark aspect of the witch goddess as ruler of fate and death. Human fear of spiders is well documented, and this is probably why spider reveals patterns, the web that we weave in order to survive. Do we wish our innermost designs to be revealed? Then meaning patterns in life are revealed now, so that you can consciously create what you want from this point onward. Situations that have been a little sticky for you are passing, and you no longer need to feel trapped by anyone or anything. With a new sense of freedom, you can move forward with threads that have personal meaning. These let you build designs that catch the light and view a life web that supports your real dreams. And joys of creating your own reality threads. Very positive. I would say that your person is very focused on their career. That there is really that is here. Maybe it is somehow like a mortifying, like this kind of there is so much energy that they need a little bit like a me time, like a rest it away. Even this eclipse season is said to be like a heavy energy. It's like this kind of Mars energy, like a tower card energy. Like you have to kind of like a rest away a little bit in this kind of eclipse season. Can be even autumn storms, like stormy chaos moments can happen. But it's all about like a change is happening around the career for this person. Between you two is happening love. The bridge is here definitely beautifully, and you have this kind of foresight of very beautiful dreams coming true and ships coming in and all good things. So I don't know this card, how I connect this, but there is something peaceful coming after all. This is also star card has this kind of star is also here. This is kind of this side, it's even here. Yes, you are on the path to a much more peaceful place. But there is a lot to do, let's say. A lot is happening. But I love to see this kind of similar elements that you and your person have it as a lesson. Both have roses, have as is beautiful, and beauty can save the world. Roses have thorns. So there is something about these life lessons about how you can bloom. And you both are like coming to show your true colors. Okay, this was your reading, Pineapple. How you like it? Oh, no, I forgot. So long, I have to give you still a hard card. Great future person. One more. One. Okay. And we have Midnight Romance. Okay. So let's see what is saying here. Non-Shepherd was living these times, then living mountain. It is as with all creation, matter impregnated with mind, but the resultant issue is a living spirit, a glow in the consciousness that perishes when the glow is dead. It is something snatched from non-being, that shadow which creeps in on us continuously and can be held off by continuous creative act. To aim for the highest point is not the only way to climb mountain. Person see this like to aim for the highest point is not the only way to climb mountain. Living mountain. It is the path. The journey is the path. It's kind of showing here feelings of your person. It's not the destination, but kind of like a journey. Everything is meaningful here in this relationship. Then we have here, talk to me, Harry Winston, tell me all about it. It's like communication. Wanted. True love, I'm still hurting from the way you were preparing to let me go through these tears. I can see so clear, but I wish I wasn't crying. Asterisk one. It's a little bit feeling like somebody's gonna go away and hurting, like if this something would end. Free me by Nefex. Your mind is a weapon. 1111. It's time for progression. Ooh. So this is really like a mind is a weapon. There is clearly in your person. They have that. Definitely. I don't know what is hurtful with those 10 of swords then. Maybe it's part of the chaos they are having. They are having that energy, let's say. Something is confusing them, but they are very correlated. Okay, this was your reading. I hope you liked it, and we go to pile number 2. Welcome to your reading, pile number 2. This is your card you have selected for the Faust story, and we're gonna read it now. So pile number 2 is here, and we're gonna read now this story about what happens in the Faust study. And the previous chapter ended to the sentence. With this hybrid half-brood of hell, King Solomon's key works very well. And now Spirits says, outside in the passage, he's caught. There's one caught in there. Don't follow him. Don't go in. Like a fox in a gin, an old hell lynx is trapped. Beware. But now wait and see. Hover round, hover, and up down he will recover. He will set himself free. We'll lend a hand to him. We will not abandon him. He's been polite to us, always done right by us. Faust. First, to defeat this beast, I need the spell of the 4 at least. Salamander burn, water nymph twist and turn, sylph of the air dissolve, goblin dig and delve. These are like the natural elements for Faust is a little bit alchemist and a magician here. And this one, we find out who is it. When the elements are known, each in its own qualities and powers, the mastery is ours, over all and each. By this knowledge and speech, salamander in flame, vanish as you came, murmur and mingle, nymph of the sea dingle, place like a meteor, sylph creature, serve in the house for us, incubus, incubus, come out of him, show yourself tus or tus. None of those 4 has passed through my door. The beast just lies there grinning at me. I've not yet heard him, evidently. Wait, I can sing a more powerful spell. Are you from hell, you fugitive thing? Then behold this sign, which they fear and know, the black host below. Now he swells up with bristling spine, vile reprobate. Do you read this name? He who is nameless, uncreated, timeless, in all worlds the same, pierced in impetuous hate. Behind the stove he shrinks from my spells, like an elephant he swells. The whole room is filled by this devil dog. He wants to dissolve into a fog. Do not rise to the ceiling, I forbid you. Lie down at your master's feet, I bid you. You will see that I utter no idle warning. With sacred fire I shall set you burning. Do not dare the might of the thrice effulgent light. Do not dare the might of my strongest magic of all. Mephistopheles, stepping out from behind the stove as the mist disperses, dresses as a medieval wandering student. Why all this fuss? How can I serve you, sir? So here we have a Mephistopheles, devil guy. Faust. So that was the quintessence of the cure. A student tramp. How very comical. Mephistopheles. Sir, I salute your learning and your wit. You made me sweat, I must admit. Faust, what is your name? Mephistopheles. The question is absurd, surely in one who seeks to know. The inmost essence, not the outward show, and has such deep contempt for the mere word. Faust. Ah, with such a gentleman as you, the name often conveys the essence too. Clearly enough, we say Lord of the Flies. destroyer, liar, each most fittingly applies. Well then, who are you? Mephistopheles, part of that power which would do evil constantly, and constantly does good. Faust, this riddle has no doubt some explanation. Mephistopheles, I am the spirit of perpetual negation, and rightly so, for all things that exist deserve to perish, and would not be missed. Much better it would be if nothing were brought into being. Thus, what you men call destruction, sin, evil, in short, is all my spare, the element I most prefer. Faust, you seem complete and whole, yet say you are a part. Mephistopheles, I speak the modest truth. I use no art. Let foolish little human souls delude themselves that they are wholes. I am part of that part which once, when all began, was all there was. Part of the darkness before man. Whence light was born, proud light, which now makes futile war. To wrest from night its mother what before was hers, her ancient place and space, for light depends on the corporeal worlds. Mother that sends visible lights out stops light in its stride, and by reflected light is purified. So light will not last long, I fear. Matter shall be destroyed, and light shall disappear. Faust, well, now I know your high vocation. Failing that grand annihilation, you try it on a smaller scale. Mephistopheles, and frankly I must own here too I fail. The something this coarse word, this mess, stands in the way of nothingness, and despite all I've undertaken, this solid lump cannot be shaken. Storms, earthquakes, fire and flood assails the land, and sea yet firmly as before they stand. And as for that damned stuff, the brood of breast and men, that too is indestructible. I buried millions. They are soon no sooner underground than new fresh blood will circulate again. So it goes on. It drives me mad. The earth, the air, the water, all give birth. It germinates a thousandfold. In dry or wet, in hot or cold, fire is still mine, that element alone. Without it, I could call no place my own. Faust. So the ever-stirring, wholesome energy of life is your arch-enemy. So in cold rage you raise in vain your clenched fist. Why, you strange son of chaos, think again and look for something else to do. Mephistopheles, on such a point there is much to say. We will talk again another day. This time I'll take my leave, if by your leave I may. Faust, why not? We are acquainted now, and you are welcome to come back and visit me sometime somehow. Here is the window, there's a door. I even have a chimney stuck. Mephistopheles, I must confess that on the floor across your threshold you have put a certain obstacle, a witch's foot. Faust, you mean that pentagram I drew hinders a gentleman from hell. Then how did you get in? Well, how did I fool a sprite like you? Mephistopheles, it's not well drawn. Look closely, sir. One of the outside angles there, you see, the lines do not quite meet. Faust, how curious, how very neat. And so you are my prisoner. A lucky chance, I declare. Mephistopheles, the poodle skipped in without noticing, but now it's quite another thing. The devil can't skip out again. Faust, why don't you use the window then? Mephistopheles, devils and spirits have law, as you may know. They must use the same route to come and go. We enter as we please, leaving we have no choice. So this was the text of Faust. This was interesting point, the devils and spirits have a law, as you may know. They must use the same route to come and go. I feel there is really big lesson in this, about healing. Sometimes you have to kind of address a trauma you had maybe even, yeah, remember all the parts, because you have to use the same entry. You cannot just like avoid stuff. That is something here. Now the devil is trying to escape. It try all kind of tricks to escape. But here is this kind of magical ring to stop the rats, stop the mouses, stop the wicked games here. There's some protection here. But here we have also a door. It's interesting. This I didn't know when I was drawing that this was also, I didn't even pay attention, even it was on the top of the deck, that this is the door and this is a door. Clearly solar eclipse, it's this moment, portal moment, and as well equinox is totally like a light and dark. There is this thing here, beginnings. New moon even, oh my god, it is a new moon now. New moon in Virgo. So it is completely this time. And this is something about the door. Wow. To show like this, it's closed, it's open, it's closed, it's open. Maybe this was here. What opens that door for you? That is the question here. We are gonna look the alchemical union in your couple dynamic, and something with this Beelzebub and devil has stopped something in your relationship, that you go through this gate to the paradise. So let's see. Let's see. Interesting already. This is third eye chakra, so this is really high mind. Always remember that kind of like a high self-mind, higher self-mind is never blocked. Heart is never blocked, but your brain can be blocked. So you can really, this critical mind can really be the source of all evil. Like you are like rationalizing too much, and you actually have all this kind of autopilot GPS guiding you through where you're supposed to go, and you have even your heart as a compass. So, but yes, we have here a Sowilo rune. I have to read that before we go anywhere. This is a long reading. This element air, sun and feminine, sunflower, flower is also, Sowilo embodies the pure power of the sun. Very beautiful have this in the solar eclipse. In most religion, the sun is revered as the most sacred thing because its light and warmth makes life in the world possible. Nothing is like it. It stands at the highest point above all. Sowilo is the solar energy and represents vitality, the will, victory, and hope. She is the ruler of day and night, and the harvest depends on her. Spiritual growth is imminent if you see Sowilo. And yes. Interesting. Sowilo's alternative names are also Sowelu, Zigil, and the sigil is something about making this kind of sacred sigils, like a magical forms, and it's in this picture even. We are gonna look in this kind of alchemical union. This is gonna make a form also, like we are calling into this kind of sacred space that I call like a sacred space of shadow love. Now we are dealing with some kind of like a secret form. Something meaningful for you here. Now, this is the inner child healing here in this reading. So, what is the couple dynamic? The boy is my shadow boy, the chimney boy. Very fitting the fact that I made a kind of little error making this face. Even it was supposed to be like dark. Now it got very dark. But also this boy has a dirt on the face. So there's this kind of really, this is in the deck that nobody should get this kid, because if you get this, it's like troubles. This is like unfortunate, like a child who has to work. Other kids can play and do all kind of things, but this kid has to work hard to clean the chimney, clean the darkness. Okay, who is the girlfriend? Okay, so it's a drawer girl. somebody who is drawing a picture. Kind of, you could think, because the shark is also like, not shark, like the coal can be used in the drawing. So there's some unite with this thing. And then the Witch's Oracle is a spiral 5 attraction. So there's definitely attraction between this couple. So let's start seeing this alchemical union here. Let's have this space here for it. We have, I can put this couple here. And Denise here. Okay. It's very nice. This Temperance is also very much like alchemist in the laboratory. So let's have the page open. I can see the text. I feel like meaningful. There is this kind of feather here, especially because Temperance is here. We have a clear crystal here now. Also, somehow that needs some clarity, maybe. So much darkness here on this side. Anyway, we have now alchemical card, you and your person. Looking at alchemical union. Then your lesson. Your lesson. And your person's lesson. And then we have this union. Just this. Let's put them nicely now in this shape. This magical shape. Okay. This is cool. So you, wow. In the first reading came the chaos. Now it's coming again. So there's clearly this kind of energy around. They repeat. They are just on different sides. Wow, we are getting like a similar reading. Maybe somebody needs to see it because it comes again. Like this is in the tarot reading. If things comes again, it's an indication like these piles are like a kaleidoscopic images, like everything is for you. So then the lesson. Mortification. Really dark energy here. Your person. Saturn. This is totally a lesson. Saturn in planetary is always a karmic lesson. So person has a karmic lesson here. Wow, really black and white. Things are really like a dead and alive. You can look later what is the karmic lesson because they are connected to even tarot cards. And then the union. Wow, antimony. Beautiful. Talking about this whole text of the Faust where the devil was shape-shifting. Now we have here this kind of devil dog. But what I know about this card is about calling the wild in. It's really beautiful life energy here, like a life and death energy, but totally the colors are so dark, or like a black and white. Only in this case, iron has this color. Wow. Beautiful union. Iron, Mars energy, chaos. I read this in the first pile already. This is overwhelming presence. This is magnetism. But this is like a spinning, like out of control, and here is like a really like a air, like a storm, and here is like a very steady structure and like a earth. Very masculine energy here. This is like a storm, like completely connected to this kind of eclipse season is the Tower card, like things are changing, things need to be changed. And actually this is the darkness that happens when you're a creative person. You can end to be chaotic because you need structure. Even your creative person, you need to make things in structure. Like we are having here, even the form here to show. This card is not like going here too wild, but there's something about even this dark phase here. There is like darkness. Let's read now about those lessons. So lesson is this mortification. Decay, death, decomposition. Mortification is the great alchemical operation of darkness. What was once composed now decomposes. What was once presentable is now despicable. This stage cannot be avoided. The underworld has taken us into the dark interior of its belly, and here we reside until spring. Through the natural process of decay, we descend into depths we didn't know existed. The alchemist soon finds mortification is a stage of regeneration and sacred power, where the soil is fertile and rich, offering nourishment for tomorrow. This stage cannot be crushed. The darkness must have time to do its work, to dismantle and to loosen, to free us from old scripts and stories. As we learn to surrender to this great operation, the earth churns and wisdom whispers in the dark. She envelops us with grace and the promise of what's to come. Halloween is a global celebration of mortification and the underworld. If this card has got you down, flip the script. There is freedom and expression in every operation. Yes. This is feminine energy is very dark, yin energy also. So I mean, this is in the female side. I'm gonna read the Saturn card. I think we have some kind of daddy energy here. Structure, authority, consequences. Saturn is known as the great ruler, the authoritative father. Yes, the daddy energy. Where is this? Father and the structuring force, limitations, rules, logistics, and laws all fall under the Saturn claim, and they insist on our adherence. Saturn consists, it corrects, it governs. The force of this planet is mind-bogglingly frustrating, especially for creative types, as it can feel like one limitation after another. Yet its ability to support is unmatched. No creative project can come to be without the Saturnian qualities of commitment, endurance, and steadiness. The tick of the clock reminds us of this planet's steadfast presence, eternally measuring. It's no surprise it's associated with the metal lead and the qualities of density and weight. To embrace Saturn is to embrace the foundation and become one's own central authority. It's not as dull or easy as it sounds. That's Saturn's secret. And the silence as power. Like somebody died, they're completely silent, but I mean, there is this kind of silent energy clearly here. Wow. Now we have the antimony as a union. I love to see in this reading where we talk about the devil dog and transformation. This is like, wow, this is like amazing. Let's put this card here also visible. We are coming to this in the end. Very wild yin energy, new moon energy, even this kind of symbolic, like a moon is like a black moon time, very, wow. Your union, alchemical union. Point number 2 is Stipus, antimony, wildness, fierceness, hunger. In medieval times, antimony became known as the grey wolf of alchemy. This was due to the metalloid's unpredictable qualities and its ability to eat away at materials in the laboratory. Gold is one of the few materials to withstand contact with it. For these reasons, this card must be read with delicacy. On one hand, it represents the wild and free spirit that longs to express itself in the world. On the other hand, it represents a fierceness that can turn destructive or corrosive at the drop of a hat. The message here is clear. Channel the grey wolf's energy toward creativity. Challenge it to come out from the shadows and express itself. Embark on the creative project or adventure that's calling you, rather than focusing on why you can't. Once you begin, don't quit. The grey wolf response to respect, not repression. And like many of the alchemy cards, the grey wolf can most easily be felt through the laboratory of the human body. Dance, run, shake and breathe. Wild bodily human experience. Yes. Wow, when I draw this thing, I was thinking the page of wands, to make it a bit like that, because it longs for adventure. It wants adventure, this kind of young spirited mind. Here is trapped in this kind of Solomon's key, like all this laboratory of the alchemist. Cannot go away. It's like locked, almost like a house arrest. And now is trying to find a way, and okay, there is some secret mouses helping, almost like a Cinderella. It's always these little animals helping this too. It's gonna escape. It's kind of like saying like you need to be free. There's something about this going freely roaming. They will also wanna be free, not locked in a house of an alchemist. Yes. Okay, let's read now the spiral as advice. This is your advice. Attraction release movement. Spiral indicates that it's time to draw toward you what you need in order to progress your position in life. You may have to release something for this to happen. By letting go, you create a space within that automatically calls to be filled. This vacuum can contain any kind of energy, so be aware of how you feel it. Treat life as a dance at the moment, a combination of growth and rest, and see it all as the cosmic wheel of your evolution. Try not to reject those things you need but may not want, and those you want but may not need. You are attracting attention. And change is coming. Are you ready? Are you ready, pile number 2? Change is coming, and there are some really things are germinating here in the compost. Something new is coming because it's like a new beginning. This is totally this. You are making magic happen, that this is possible. But we had still tarot cards, and we have still current feelings of person. I tried to be fast with this second reading. Let's see now this divine alchemy between you and your person. So you are showing me the tarot card like with this. The person, it's a bigger force to show it. Your person, the iron person, is this, and what is the bridge between you two? These two cards. So you are showing. Okay. Interesting that pile number 1, it was the same cards almost. It was a little difference because Emperor, it's 4, and it was the same position, showing who you are as Emperor structure. But then was Lovers, and this is Hermit, and this is 9. So it's almost like the 6 became 9. Similar look, but that is different. That is like the Hermit is actually very much alchemist. Very much doing alone things as well. Emperor is also needing to sit and like rule alone. Okay, so this side is this. Your person. Okay, 5 of Bats. This is it's a bit defeated. It's like, what is going on here? It's like getting all this candies and this clown, and the cat is like, oh, you are like taking our candy. It's like, it's unfair. I don't know, there's something about unfair here in your person side. How the material things are shared, even though this is 5 of Bats, so it's mentally bothering some kind of Could be even a betrayal situation. So, something is unfair. Something is unfair here. Feeling like it. Anyway, between you and your person. This can be just stuff happening in the life, but here is completely like this person is on the life path. Okay, so between you two, there is this kind of Ten of Paths. This can be even end of a relationship, but this can be like a negative card that something is ending. It can also mean that there's huge this chaos energy, because here, Dark Night of the Soul, there's something heavy that you need to rest. You need to like heal from it. Something, but it can also be end of a relationship, and can be also like something coming to an end, like the hardship is gonna end. It's gonna be positive in this sense, but somebody can also die. It's also possible. This is mortification is here. It's gonna, I see in this context, because it's like a love reading, that this is like a sleeping beauty. This is somebody who is like just needing to rest more. Then the bridge is also with this King of Bats. That's very positive. King of Sword, very like a good king, truthful, faithful, honest king. So, it's like coming to a rescue, almost like this person. They're same suit. The woman feel defeated. Maybe there has been a lot of action going on here. Like this is like a. This could be even like a. Makes me think like I have a dad who is Aries. This Aries energy, and then there's this Hermit here. And this would be Virgo. So Hermit and Virgo. Virgo and Aries, like a couple unity. That's exactly my parents. Like I don't know what is here about that. But there can be some people influencing this person's life who are possibly even Virgo and Aries, but of course it's Virgo season now even. But something that you need to do alone, but this is also much like a studying energy. You are like focusing on making structure in your life, not like that. But maybe it's heavy, all this work, and then you need to rest. But this is between you, the resting, and then this kind of talking. But this is a lot of beautiful, like a mastery of words. So this person can be Five of Bats. It's the same sword energy all over here. Maybe we verify this. It's half of. It's almost like you want to have like a 10, but swords you don't want to have a 10. It's showing here, that's the 10. This is the 5, and here's a 10. It's almost like you have problems, here you got more problems. So it's like you don't want to have more swords, more mental thing to think about. This is already enough. Like this would be a moment to already walk away. Like this is already like a enough of like thinking this much, or hardships or painful things. But this is like the 5 becomes 10. That I see a little bit negative energy here. But whatever this means. Maybe we verify something here. The classic tarot. Anyway, this good king is very balancing act here in the middle. It's like somebody is intelligent and able to communicate clear, and that's good. There's a little bit this what is this person having issue with? What is the issue between this person? Like why is this here? Bro, this king, is it like helping, or what is it? And then here, this person here, what is going on here? Okay, so this is a balancing act. Like we had a shadow of this reading was a temperance actually. Like the balance is missing. So the angel is needed. That's what's happening here. Like there is like, it's not fairly, something is not fairly like divided. It has to be balanced. Okay, what about this person here? Okay, very romantic, very interesting. This cup in this professor's hands become this kind of dreamy cup, and the fish in the cup, like it's nice. It's like both are like a rising a toast, but this I see like a sandman is like very dreamy, like a inner child healing, dreaming, beautiful energy, youthful energy. Like this is another of this. It's just a cup energy, but this is also like page. They are both pages, like young energy. Nice. So it's just like you as alone. You have just some maybe studies you want to do, like something like this is your dream and you're putting your effort in it. Me even doing this alchemy reading is like that's happening here. But very structured is here also. Something is very structured now. Like there are certain like maybe daily routines or something that's important to keep the chaos away possibly. And now the bridge here. Okay, so there is again 5 card. 5 is always like a chaos. So there's a chaos between here. So there is like something with the teamwork or like people causing chaos, like those things that bother are related to some group dynamic, some kind of problem to be solved. It's a passionate project. Something should be solved here. It's like can be really like some work-related stuff that bothers. This is like a boss energy, and this is a little bit like a defeated energy, but that's between you. You have to find this kind of like a clearly like some balance in this chaos, because the chaos is even here and here is showing again. And 5 is usually half of the suit, so it's like you're halfway there. Now, just the bottom of the deck is Queen of Cups. That's beautiful, but maybe this kitty card I still will verify. This alchemical union. But you should like understand about this the most. Four sword. Okay, so resting. The sword energy is here. You need time to rest. So whatever is this chaos, even here the card I didn't read now in the panel 1, you can listen to me reading this whole card. But it's almost like you're caught in some spider web. It can be in your own mind too. And sometimes you just have to become like a very present in your life, having this kind of overwhelming presence, and you just drop out of that spider web. So you can do that also by resting. You're not moving more. You're not trying more. You are just resting it away. That's also a way to do it. Somehow the union is like you can rest. That's the chaos, everything, all these lessons, all this hard energy. It's hard. Okay, somebody die, you can say rest in peace, but you really need to rest in peace. That is the message in this reading. One more current feelings of your person. Okay. One more midnight romance. Your person, what do you want to say to you? This one. Okay, so there is endorphins comes from humor, sports, yoga, meditation, serotonin, these are kind of hormones. It's mountain view. Serotonin comes from walking, healthy sleep, good food, acknowledgement, dopamine from music, learning a new thing, reading a book or hobby, and oxytocin from hugs, support, showing love and massage. So indeed, if you cannot hug, show love, or get support, book a massage. It also gives you oxytocin. Okay, this is nice. Maybe this kind of balancing hormones are what you need. It's a little bit like out of balance with this cause. We have here Union of Hearts, Intimacy, Sacred Bliss, Oneness, Portal, Infinity, Warmth, Twin Flame, Feeling of Safety, Soul Family. So that's very beautiful, good feelings. We have here also Unity, Solidarity, Bob Marley's last words, Money Can't Buy Life. His reggae music promoted love, peace, and social justice. And we have one more. Magnetic Zeros, and in the street you run a free like it's only you and me. Geese, you are something to see. Okay. Whatever happens here, maybe the freedom and wildness is waiting here, but before that, some lessons I've been learned about is dark materia. Go through the compos, go through the death experience, go through this kind of hardships and pain and all, and then rest a little bit because you need it. Even here, dreaming is needed, balance is needed, and there is some new beginning. That's what's happening beyond all this thing. It's a new beginning. Okay, so this was pile number 2. Thank you for seeing this reading. If you liked, give me a like. And these are long readings. Oh my god. I'm getting now ready for pile number 3. Welcome to your reading, pile number 3. We have finally arrived to the last of the Alchemical Love Union reading. And I'm gonna read you the third of the Faust study. So here is the picture. And it starts. So even hell has laws, says Faust. Good. In that case, one might conclude a pact with you, gentlemen, and a quarantined one too. Mephistopheles. Whatever is promised, you shall have your due. There will be no gibbling, no tergiversation, but that all needs mature consideration. We shall discuss it by and by. Meanwhile, I must most earnestly repeat my plea to be released. Faust, come stay a little while at least, to edify me with your conversation. Mephistopheles, excuse me now, I soon will reappear and tell you anything you wish to hear. Faust, I did not pursue you, you know. You put your own head in the noose. Don't catch the devil and let go, they say. It's harder when he's on the loose. Mephistopheles, very well, if you wish, I will remain and help you while the time away. But I insist you let me entertain you with my arts in a befitting way. Faust, certainly you are welcome to do so, but you must make it an amusing show. Mephistopheles, my friend, you shall in this one night, in this 1 hour, know greater sensuous delight than in a whole monotonous year. Delicate spirits now will bring you visions and will charm your ear with song. Theirs is no empty conjuring. Your palate also shall be sated, your nostrils sweetly stimulated, your sense of touch exhilarated. We are all ready, all are in, our places come at once begin. And the spirits begin. Vanish, you darkling, waltz there above us. Now let the sweeter blue of the ether gaze in and love us. Are not darkling clouds disappearing? Starlight is sparkling, sun of gentler brightness appearing. Children of light dance past in their radiance, swaying, inclining, hovering, shining, passionate yearning follows them burning, and their long vesture streams out and flutters, streams out and covers arbor and pasture, where lovers ponder as they surrender each to each other. Arbor and bower, full fruit and flower, wine shed their burden. This is very long. I'm gonna read this. The spirits are saying, into the wine press, rich with their ripeness, wines foam unending, in streams descending, through precious gleaming stones they are streaming, leaving behind them heights that confine them, pleasantly winding round the surrounding hills, and they vendure to lakes expanding, birds drink their pleasure, soaring to sunlight, flying to far bright islands that shimmer, trembling and sighting, where the waves glimmer, where echo answers songs of rejoicing, shouted in chorus, where we see dancers leaping before us, out over green fields, over the green hills, some of them climbing, some of them over like water swimming, some of them hover, all seeking life, each seeking a distant star, where love and beauty are far beyond speech. Mephistopheles. He sleeps, well done, my airy cherubin. How soon your lullaby enchanted him. This concept puts me in your depth. Faust, you are not the man to hold the devil yet. Go on deluding him with sweet dream shapes. Plunge him into a sea where he escapes reality. As for this threshold, I know how to split the spell. I need a rat's tooth now. No need to conjure in this place for long. I hear them scudding. Soon they will hear my song. The master of all rats and mice, all flies and frogs and bugs and lice, commands you to poke forth your snout and gnaw this floor to let me out. I'll smear it for you with some drops of oil. Aha! See, out he hops. Now set to work. The point where I was stuck is at the front here. What a piece of luck. One little bite more and it's done. Now, Faust, until we meet again, dream on. Faust, waking. Have I been twice deluded in one day? The spirit orgy vanishes, it seems. I merely saw the devil in my dreams and had a dog that ran away. So this is Faust study. And now we go into your reading. Let's see what is your oracle card. Will be the Queen of Elpha, May 29, Magic and Beauty. And the inner child healing is available for you is there is somebody wanting to go to sleep and washing the teeth and being very proper. Nice. And then the girl is, nice, playing accordion. Musical girl. They both have things about this insects. That's nice. So there is, of course, this music in the air. Maybe there is some lullaby in the air, but there is a lullaby in this voice is this kind of bee. And the girl have a butterfly. Nice. And the girl have a cat. We are starting the alchemy reading. I have here Naudhiz rune, of course, before. Yeah, wait. I need to do that. So many elements, but this can be predictive somehow. When you see this kind of runes. This is fire element. Necessity, hard work, life lessons. Animal links. Bodies connect to psyche, heart, nerves, immune system. Naudhiz rune combines opposite aspects. It represents the imbalance between what you want to have and what you actually need. To separate the wants from the needs is the true art. If you want to appear strong, you have to know your weaknesses. If you face your weaknesses and work to turn them into strength, you understand the lesson. Let's leave it to this. So, okay, I have to put this here. I'm also getting a bit sleepy. I have to do these readings. We are looking now into this alchemy reading. So we see the couple dynamic. This card here was a will. 13. There's something about this. This. What is it? This. So now let's mix this well. This is you. Now we see a person. Then we see your lesson, your person lesson. Now we have the union. Union is this. Okay. Let's put them in order. Put this here. Beautiful shape. So, you. Again, the iron. The iron comes third time. This tells me it's very important, this kind of structure and really like strong magnetism. It's part of this thing. And person is vinegar. Okay. Lesson. Darkening. Okay. Interesting crow is here. And your person lesson is ash. Very dark both. Everything is kind of. And the union. Wow, calcification. Very much related to this burning. I mean, I already know this is connected to Phoenix that rise. I would like to keep this reading very short. So as I see, this vinegar is very sour energy. It's kind of, in the card it says it's like, it makes the whole reading give a taste of like a sour a little bit in it. Maybe I have to read this person's thing. I don't know, I've read so many times, I don't think I'm gonna read it now. But the person is like a vinegar related to you, that are very like a magnetic force and structured. Acidity, distillation, memory. The tongue knows vinegar. Even the suggestion of receiving a few drops into the mouth reminds us of vinegar's sour and lip-puckering qualities. In alchemy, vinegar serves as an active agent of distillation, fermentation, and preservation. It is incredibly useful when applied in the right amount and with intention. This said, it can be easily overused, overwhelming the situation at hand. When the vinegar card is present in a reading, it indicates a sour note permeates the laboratory. It's likely something from the past is showing up in the present and demanding our attention. It is in vinegar's nature to take over, to overwhelm. Be cautious with this material. A little goes a long way. As they say, it is productive to look at your past, but not to stare. Such is the complex energy of vinegar. Wisdom of the tongue. You can taste it with your tongue. It's your person. And the ash is the lesson. Something is burning to ashes. Something is like ash. And darkening is also very important lessons about darkness. Maybe I read those cards. You need to in here. So your lessons. This could be the truth. You can be compassionate with each other to understand this truth. You have this depth, readiness, and churning. In alchemy, darkness is an achievement. It indicates the material has been through a simulate occurrence, sometimes called an initiatory experience, that has brought it into a state of readiness for the work. The darkness prepares us. We are moved beyond the small talk and chit-chat of the upper world and descended into the psychic layers of the soul. We admit who we are fully and bravely, and thus open ourselves to the process of transformation. When this card appears, it's not necessary to delve into what brought you here. The initiation likely by fire, that has caused embers to char. Rather, it's time to heal, and darkness is the remedy. Closing your eyes is a voluntary expression of darkening. By practicing it daily, we drop into the depths of surrender. As the alchemist's eye adjusts, transformation begins. Yes, this is definitely you have some, even there's like a polarity supposed to be in this reading, because there's something that you recognize each other, like the darkness serves a purpose. There is something that it's you both have go through some dark times, or you are going. Person's lesson that you could understand they better is memory, ancestors, the past. Ash represents what has come before it. The fire is over now, and its flames took with it all recognizable form of what was burned. Only memories and the soft grey ashen substance remain. When this card appears, look back and shift through what has occurred. You are in the realm of ancestors, past relationships, and those that have passed to another realm. Be gentle with the process, as it is delicate and sacred. The Ash card asks us to tend to the true nature of endings, grief, and letting go. You may be asked to be present with others experiencing loss. When in doubt, be like an ash. It is silk and light and easily carried by the wind. Soften into the memories and into the tears. Eventually, forgiveness follows and the heart travels alight. To ponder the levity of ashes, I start to think like other readings was also this kind of death-related Ten of Sword card, and I didn't say about it to be grieving. Understand if your person is grieving something, have compassion for that, because it can be really hard. It can take a long time. Things have been burned here. The person is like consumed by this. Calcification is such a like alchemical process, and if this is your union, it's very positive. Almost like things are just like a new flame is here. So this is your alchemical union, heat, fire, desire. It's already like a magnetism and stuff. Calcination is the great alchemical operation of fire. It occurs when there is enough heat in the vessel to transform the nature of that which is solid or fixed. How does calcination begin? With a tiny glimmer, an urge, desire that builds into a robust flame. On a psychic level, the stage may be an uprising of emotion that has been repressed or dismissed. It wants something big to change, to be brought to the light and purified, perhaps a flawed ideology, institutional outlook. Frustration and anger are wondrous changemakers, if the heat is channeled with space, time, and awareness. The transformation that occurs from calcination is rarely harmonious. It requires commitment and a willingness to sit through discomfort as old patterns fall into ashes. The flame initiates sacred change, and eventually the phoenix rises. And you should ponder the color fire. So that is your sacred alchemical unions. Now we know. Now we look at tarot card. This was the shadow aspect. This Six of Swords is correct to healing. Looks like a firebird even here. But let's see now. These are a little bit long stories sometimes, so I hope not many cards come, but I take as many as come to show who you are in this relationship or yourself. Now you are here, your person is here. Then we have this is between them, between you as a bridge. You are coming like a Three of Swords. Okay, this is completely pain, so there is this darkness. There is some heartbreak here. Feeling heartbreak. And your person, Eight of Swords as well, pain. Okay, so you are completely united with this pain. Eight of Swords is like a vicious circle. like if the light shines, there come the snake. It is in the Egyptian mythology, maybe you have to read. It's always like dangerous in the night, like the snake comes and steals the sun. It's kind of circle of light and darkness, but anyway, this can be really like a vicious circle of mentally both of you have a little bit this kind of like a pain, thinking about painful thing. Maybe you should give yourself a break to not think too much this kind of stuff. Let yourself be in peace. Find ways. But the bridge between you two is Four of Pentacles. Okay, so it's a beautiful little fire dragon. So there is totally aligned with this energy. Is this like a... I don't know if I have to read all these cards, because this is like a... This fire dragon has like a little like a safe treasure here. Secret treasure. And it's going there. Like dragons like to guard a treasure, and it's here. And I think your relationship is like a treasure in your life. It's like a light in your life. If you have any issues, your relationship is then bringing that kind of like a feeling of being worthy and enough and everything like that. But you are not coming from very good places, clearly. Maybe I verify this. I think these are a bit depressive stories to read, so I don't say more. I just let the pictures show that this is completely being sinking in the swamp. This is like a swamp of sadness, kind of, and this is like the sun is stolen with the snake. The darkness is just here. But you have this fire dragon with a castle of gems and all kind of beautiful things. So that is a nice thing. Let's verify with the classic card. I forgot to say SACRAL. SACRAL is very positive for a relationship, because it's like creativity, sexuality, emperor and empress on the throne, not wanting to be martyr, but becoming like enjoying the pleasure. Maybe that is what you need to learn to do. You become a little bit martyr in your life, sacrifice a lot. But what is now? Anything else to show about what's happening now in this side? Your side and your person. Something we need to know. And the union, the bridge is here. You, okay, is a healing. The same Six of Swords. This was a shadow. Beginning of the reading, it showed the Six of Swords. So the healing is happening here. You're a hermit. It's very much this kind of wise, alone energy. And then the light is here, is pointing to this kind of like, if the fire dragon is here, hermit keeps it here in the lamp. Nice. And what is this bridge? Wow, King of Wands. So there is really like a ruling of the fire. So even the symbol of the Fire King is the salamanders, and here we have this very huge salamander in the form of dragon. So there is this fire is clearly, it's really in the same line with this calcination. This light, this desire is between you guys. Like it is the light, the fire that is the secret source. Like people don't just heal crying. They heal with having like ignited the new flame. The flame went off, but no, the flame is back. It's guarded here in the wind and the cold and the winter, and it's going to the calmer waters. Right? You don't have to be stress yourself. And here is like a ruling of the artistic king is here. Wow, keeping the fire alive. Amazing. Amazing. Keep my eye keep going on this Eros Psyche. It's like beautiful beautiful things for you too. But now, what I didn't read the advice card, which is this Queen of Elphame. Let's read that. So I'm gonna end this reading too, because it's a long one, almost 2 hours. I still wanted to do this. It's a special time. Equinox and solar eclipse, so magical. So I hope you like this reading. So this vibration is about underworld, potential magic and beauty. You have the ability to see through illusions with this card when this card appears, tapping into other realities and bringing magic and beauty to all that you touch. Let your spirit fly and take you to the land where dreams can come true. You may be called to reflect the beauty of another back to them, or perhaps to bring some magic into their life. Seek the magic in all situations and call upon the Elven Queen to guide your journey. You are a powerful mirror for others at this moment. The Queen of Elphame can also indicate that you are focusing too much upon outer beauty. Let go and enter your magic. Know that you are beautiful. Magic is touching you. It's kind of our world. Wow. And if there was Queen missing from here, the King, the fridge, we have here the magical Queen of Elphame. So this could be the couple energy as well. What is missing? Yes, the current feelings of a person still. Let's have here the card. The person is thinking, what's feeling. Okay, one more. Okay, and one from the Midnight Romance. Let's see. Bigger text. This is enough. We have here, okay. Interesting, it was an empty card. Like a tabula rasa. So it's like anything is possible. The feeling is a lot of spring. It's kind of like a cherry blossoming. Okay. And we have about buying art. You are buying days, weeks, and months of pure joy. You aren't just buying a thing, you are buying a piece of heart, part of a soul, a small piece of someone else's life. Free Me by Nefex. Your mind is a weapon. 1111. It's time for progression. Okay. Mind is a weapon indeed and can hurt. Wrong mindset can hurt you. So try to understand if you have bad beliefs. And we have here Damn Gemini. It's a wonderful, wonderful world. It's a wonderful, wonderful world. Gemini's GDS Tarot. Music entertainment. Oh my goodness, Geminis. I just have this one tarot reader. Sometime I wrote this card because this particular person was able to make me smile when I was feeling bad. Because I kept listening some YouTube videos when I was feeling bad, and he was able to cheer me up, and so I made this card. And he happened to have all the star signs, I guess. I don't know if he's always repeating every star sign like this, but it was so funny how he was like repeating this star signs is mine. But anyway, it's somehow here. Maybe there is Gemini energy also important for a person. Maybe I like Geminis. And then we have leap of faith, trusting divine, trusting intuition, taking action, going for it. Wow. Love is here and this person is gonna jump. Nice. This is a cool thing. I'm getting so tired now that I have to end this reading. I hope you liked it. I hope you liked my drawings. Can always subscribe if you didn't. And yes, I have always also this YouTube live 6 o'clock where I answer people's questions. And this reading is done before. It's gonna be posted at 7 o'clock now.